Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to update you guys about my eye health. Let's get started and talk about it. Okay, I need to go back about a year ago. I don't know if you guys remember this, but around a year ago or so, I had what I would call a ocular migraine. And what happened was my eye kind of all of a sudden it went dark and I was kind of freaking out. I thought, what on earth caused it? Well, I think I know what caused it. And then I did go into an eye doctor. I went to my doctor first, had to get a referral. She was concerned I had a stroke behind my eye. It was actually this eye, not this eye. Well, anyway, it was my left eye. And so basically what I determined it was that my blood pressure was up. And the reason my blood pressure was up is I didn't realize that I was drinking coffee that had a lot higher caffeine. And so my blood pressure was high, like 160s over 90s. My normal blood pressure is generally, this is normal. Sometimes it can go lower. It does occasionally go a little higher, but not normally. I'm going to say 120s over 70, so like 122 over 72, 119 over 68. You get the idea. That's generally what it is. You know what's weird is it's lower at night than it is in the morning, which I find kind of strange. You think it'd be lower when you first get up, but that's normally what it is. And so it was high and I didn't know it, and it caused kind of an ocular migraine. And I went to the doctor. They said that everything was fine, and I had an eye exam. Now, at that time, he thought I might be suspicious for glaucoma. But he said, it doesn't look like you have it, but you could be suspicious. That means you might have the beginning stages. The other thing I talked to him about, and I figured this out, this was 13 years ago. So I'm 60, I was 47, and I didn't know I had high blood pressure, and we were in high altitude. I had a stroke behind my eye. He called it a vein occlusion, if I'm not mistaken. That's what he called it. And so at that time, I didn't have health insurance. And because of that, I went to this eye doctor, but this eye doctor did not have good bedside manner, okay? He told me I was being a baby. You don't tell a patient that. I think you would agree. Because he wanted to give me shots in my eye, and I was like freaking out. And that wouldn't have been good anyway, because at that time my blood pressure was high. And so I never got it taken care of. And so I have lost a little bit of sight in this eye because of that. But this doctor I went to today, first of all, he wants me to go to the eye doctor every 6 months. And I didn't know this, but when you go every 6 months, it's like two totally different exams because he can't do everything in one exam. So it's going to be two different exams. So I have an appointment in February. And then I might as well just live at the doctor's. I'm going to the dentist every 6 months. My regular doctor every 3 months. Dentist every 6 months. Eye doctor every 6 months. I mean, gosh, let's add more to the list. But anyway, so he said, hey, I wouldn't mess with your eyesight. He said, everything looks fine. Doesn't look like there's any kind of changes or anything. Everything looks fine. But, I guess they do a different kind of exam, and he can do more thorough at the 6 months. So it's like two different exams. And then the other thing is he also encourages me. He said, it doesn't look like there's any changes, but he said he encourages me to see a retina specialist because they might be able to talk to me about that stroke behind my eye. Is there anything they can do about it to improve that eyesight over there? Can I get shots in the eye? Could I have eye surgery? I don't know. If you guys have knowledge on this, any of the stuff I'm talking about, I'll be glad to read the comments because I don't have a lot of knowledge on eye health, to be totally honest with you guys. He did tell me, and this is merely his opinion, that he doesn't think it's necessary to take eye vitamins. He hasn't found that they help people a lot. My dad said they helped him, but everybody's different. Remember, I'm not giving any medical advice on eye health, teeth health, any kind of health. I know nothing, okay? So always talk to a medical professional that's gone to school for this. So that's what I wanted to say. But I do have another eye appointment coming up. When I go to my doctor in September, I'm going to get a referral to go to a retina specialist, and I'll probably go to them maybe in October And then that way I'll do another video and let you know what I learned. I don't know if this helps, but I'm just going to give this one big hint. I'm just going to say this. This is my opinion. I think it's really important to watch your blood sugar, your blood pressure, and cholesterol. Know your numbers, because you could be having undiagnosed high cholesterol, blood sugar, and blood pressure and not know, and it could cause some damage like what it did for me. So I'm just kind of sharing that. That's my opinion though. So let me know, guys, do you know anything about these topics? If so, I'd love to hear some of your experiences in the comments below. But as always, I love you, appreciate you, thank you for your support, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks, everybody.